What's up everyone, this is Cybernetic, and today I have a Cyber Degon Deck Profile for you guys. So yes, of course, this is using the brand new support that came out in Cybernetic Horizon, and you guys actually voted on what deck profile you wanted to see next. So if you guys don't know that, YouTube now has it so you can like post different questions and stuff, and actually made it so you guys could vote on what you would like to see, and Cyber Degon's won. So if you didn't know about that, well, I didn't know about that for the longest time either, that I could actually ask you guys questions through YouTube. So subscribe so you can actually see that. I think it goes across your newsfeed now or something like that. It's like in the community tab, I think. So I wanted to give that kind of a shout out because that's what I'm going to use for future deck profiles and stuff, and what videos you'd like to see. And also on that note, if you want to see more deck profiles in the future, be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment, tell me what you'd like to see next. But anyway, let's go on ahead and start going through the cards. So of course, first off, you gotta have 3 Cyber Dragons. So obviously, there you go, you knew that was gonna be in there. So you gotta have 3 of those, and to go along with our other, technically our other Cyber Dragons that we have, I have 3 of Cyber Dragon Herz. Then, of course, 3 of Cyber Dragon Core. And then, last but not least, 1 of Cyber Dragon Ver. Which I probably am not saying some of these correctly. I know it's supposed to be like German words and stuff, but I'm doing the best I can. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Anyway, though, with this deck, I mean, you basically have multiple Cyber Dragons. That's what Herz and Core do for you. And basically, they also add some other consistency as well. Because regular Cyber Dragon, you already know what it does, gets on the field easy, and just, you want to be able to fuse with it, XC summon with it, whatever. So plain and simple on that. With Herz and then, of course, Core, they are also searchers for you. I mean, they can count as Cyber Dragons, but also Herz can help you go for a monster, help you search for a Cyber Dragon monster, and Core can help you go for a spell or trap. So with these, you're actually getting basically 6 more Cyber Dragons with both of them that can also help you search. And they can even increase their levels and stuff too. So Herz is one of the brand new cards. It is great to use that with Galaxy Soldier, which we'll get to in a little bit. I mean, obviously it has to be in this deck, but you can like discard it for Galaxy Soldier. Then you get both effects because you would get Galaxy Soldier's effect to search for another one, and then you get Herz's effect to go for a Cyber Dragon, which gives you fuel to bring out another Galaxy Soldier. So just for like one of each of those, you have an easy Cyber Dragon Infinity you can bring out. And it just works out really well. So essentially you have just extra Cyber Dragons. So it's like you're running basically 9 Cyber Dragons. And Ver is kind of different because it's just a great card to have thrown in there. Because whenever you're summoning all these Cyber Dragons, you bring them out with their effects and everything. Ver can actually come out as well as like an easy special summon, which then you can link summon with that. He can power up the Cyber Dragons and all too. So having one thrown in is pretty great. And it's kind of like another Cyber Dragon. Kind of like the evolution in between. Then also I have Cyber Intelligent. So yeah, this is like, okay, things are not going well. I need to run over my opponent. That's what Intelligent does. You banish your Cyber Dragons, make it really strong, run over your opponent whenever things just aren't great for you. And you guys already know Cyber Dragons, I mean, it's never changed. They have the power to just OTK your opponent, and that's just another option without fusing, I guess, really. So yeah, you always want to have one of Intelligent. Then, of course, after that, you guys already know, I'm running 3 of Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier is like Cyber Dragon where it's really easy to bring out. Of course, then too, it makes it so bringing out Cyber Dragon Infinity is nothing. I mean, that is the main card you're going to bring out with this deck, and obviously, Infinity's like one of the best XC monsters in the game. Still is. So, being able to, like I said, combo Soldier with Herz, then, let's say you bring out your first Galaxy Soldier, discard Herz, then you get the effects of both, you get to search for another Galaxy Soldier, so you get to add one to your hand, and then you can search for a Cyber Dragon. There you go. That Cyber Dragon can be the fuel for another Galaxy Soldier. And it's just a really simple combo that will always give you a Cyber Dragon Infinity afterwards. So, works out well, and again, just another way to go for that XC as quickly as possible. Then after that, I'm running one of the Star Destroying Kaiju. It's pretty good to have this card thrown in because, well, of course, being a kaiju, get rid of one of your opponent's monsters, give them this monster. That's going to come in handy for you. But also, too, giving your opponent a monster that can help you go for, like going for your Cyber Dragon special summons. If you already have Infinity, what's kind of funny is being able to get rid of one of their monsters if you want to. That could be a problem. Bring out the kaiju. Then, of course, take away the kaiju again and attach it as a material to Infinity. I mean, it can just set up so many plays for you. And this card works out really well. And also, if you're going against kaijus, well, you have one that you can use as well. So it works out with the deck really well, and it can help you set up for a lot of different plays. So you definitely want to have at least one of those on your side too. Then here's the one I didn't know if I was going to use. I am actually running 3 of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Yes, I am finally running this card because I actually have them now. Freaking Konami did not want me to get these cards, or the heart of the cards didn't want me to. I don't know what went on. But yes, I finally have 3 of these. If you don't have these yet, if they're still expensive, which I think they're still a little bit on the expensive side, I would go with Ghost Ogre, or even like maybe 2 Ghost Ogre and 2 of Effect Failure. So you guys have more of a budget-friendly, option. That's what I would go with, because that's what I was using basically before 3 Ash Blossoms. But yeah, I just wanted to finally use Ash Blossoms since I had them, but there are other options, like I said, Effect Veiler, Ghost Ogre. Those are cheaper options if you want to go with those. Okay, now moving on to our spell cards, I am running 2 of Cyber Repair Plant. This card is basically a searcher for you. I mean, help you get whatever light machines that you need. So obviously, Cyber Dragons, you can also use this to get Galaxy Soldier if you want. And also, too, I like how it can help you recycle your cards, too. Being able to get back one of your Cyber Dragons from the graveyard, add it back into the deck, just adds a lot of consistency, too. So either way, just having a card that can search for you, which there's a lot of cards that do that for Cyber Dragons, is amazing. Because since you're able to OTK your opponent fairly easily, it's one of those decks that can do that. Having, as many searchers as possible to help you get set up is obviously going to be a good thing. So you want to have 2 of those to help you search. Then, of course, 2 of Cyber Rev System. This is the brand new card, the brand new secret that came out in Cybernetic Horizon. Basically, it's a free Cyber Dragon. That's what it does. It's kind of like, it's a monster reborn, or also you can get one from your hand, get it on your side of the field, and even protects the card as well. So with a free Cyber Dragon, I mean, that's another monster on your side of the field you can link summon with, you can Xyz summon with that, fuse, whatever. So essentially having a card that's like, hey, I want another Cyber Dragon, is definitely going to help you out. After that, I am running 3 of Cyber Emergency. This card, I really didn't give it the credit it deserved when I first got it. It was another one of the newer cards that came out in Relentless Revenge, Battles of Legends Relentless Revenge. And it's getting some hype now too, because again, it's another searcher for you. So being able to search for what you need and get it is amazing. I mean, getting whatever Cyber Dragon you need, get them to the graveyard so then you can use like Overload Fusion to fuse with them, or get them on the field to get like Infinity or Link Summon. Like I said, it just helps you set up everything, and it's probably the best searcher, honestly, for Cyber Dragon. But yeah, just to kind of sum it up, it's a great searcher for the deck, and one you definitely want to have at 3. Then, of course, if that was enough, I'm also running 3 of Machine Duplication. This card is actually pretty funny. You guys probably remember this combo. It's not really a new combo. I'll show it real quick. I mean, it's nothing to it. You can bring out either Cyber Dragon Herz, or, of course, Core, whichever one. Let's say you normal summon Core for this example, okay? Use Machine Duplication, and then you get 2 Cyber Dragons from your deck instantly. There you go. Because it brings out, one of the same name, well, Core counts as Cyber Dragon. And yeah, whether you're going with Core or Herz, then you instantly get 2 Cyber Dragons to your side of the field, which then that can be a Link Summon, Xyz Summon, whatever. But of course, the downside is that you have to have, 2 Cyber Dragons in your deck to really make this work. I mean, so late game, it can be a problem, but early game, having like some easy Cyber Dragons out there is amazing. So using that with Core and Herz is, like I said, that's an older combo that I think we've used ever since, we got Core, and it's amazing. Then after that, I am running 3 of Instant Fusion, just to get another level 5 out there, and Xyz Summon. Another way to go for Infinity. That's just how simple it is. Limited Removal, because power up machine monsters. Foolish Burial, so I can get, a Cyber Dragon to the graveyard. I could use, like get Herz to the graveyard to get its effect if I want to. It just helps you activate more things, basically. It helps you, again, just set up your field and even graveyard, so you can bring out even more powerful monsters. Then I am also running 2 of Overload Fusion. This card is always the card where it's like, you know what? I'm out of options. I have a ton of Cyber Dragons on the field and in the graveyard. I'm going to activate this, bring out Chimera Tech, and just run over my opponent. And that's what this card's great for. Late game, instantly bring out that Chimera Tech, and you're going to hurt your opponent pretty badly after that too. So I recommend 2 of those for that reason too. Then, of course, you got to have Monster Reborn. It's at 1, right now at least. I don't know if the balance is going to change, but yeah, you got to use that. 2 of Called by the Grave to help you against hand traps, because that can be a problem, obviously, for you. And then 2 of Twin Twisters, because one of the other big enemies of Cyber Dragons, or anything that OTKs your opponent, is that you don't want them to have spells or traps. So being able to get rid of those is great. And since I do have extra cards where I don't mind discarding them, that works out well too. So it's just great to get rid of that back row, so it's not a problem for you. And now moving on to the extra deck, I am running 1 of Cyber Dragon Seeger. Yeah, this is the brand new Link monster for them, and you only really need 1 of these. I mean, it's basically Cyber Dragon in Link form is really the best way to put it. And also, too, it can help power up some of your other Cyber Dragon stuff if you want to. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those cards that is great because you can get like a free Cyber Dragon out there, which can be materials in the future for things that can also, just be easy to bring out and can, help you run over other monsters too. So you only really need one for that reason. You're not going to, go for multiple ones. Then, of course, my other Link monster I'm using is Cleafort Genius. You could go for Summon Sorcerers if you wanted to. I thought I would kind of wait until that got a reprint for some regions on that. But also, Cleafort Genius is still a great option because, plain and simple, it's a good machine Link monster. Anything that involves machines and links is one you want to use. And it obviously works out pretty well with Cyber Dragons then. Then moving on to our fusions, I'm running 2 of Chimeratech Mega Fleet Dragon. That's your Chimeratech you're going to bring out now is Mega Fleet. It's amazing, instantly powerful, fusion monster on your side of the field that can run over things. Just what Cyber Dragons do. So being able to have access to Mega Fleet now is great. Then also I'm running 2 of Chimeratech Rampage Dragon. So yeah, this is one of the Chimeratechs you want to have as well because with Rampage Dragon, it's another one that can help you get rid of spells and traps. So being able to do that, wipe out your opponent's spells and traps, the more materials you use, the more you get to destroy, and then you're able to do some pretty good damage to your opponent as well. So it's good to have some Rampage because really your worst enemy is spells and traps. Then, of course, I'm also running Chimeratech Over Dragon. So, like I said, you have Overload Fusion, then you use that, bring out Over Dragon, and you are just going to OTK your opponent. In most cases, you're using that in late game and stuff too. Maybe you're able to get rid of some of their spells and traps and stuff. You use that card, there's not much they can do about it. It is kind of like a back against the wall sort of play, or you want to go for game just like that. So, Chimeratech, I feel like you always need to have at least one of those in anything that involves Cyber Dragons because it is almost like a god card to them in a way, or it feels like it. Then Cyber Twin Dragon. Main reason, too, is because of Nova. We'll get to that here in a little bit, but Nova can bring out Twin Dragon, so we don't normally, we don't have polymerization or something to use it. But yeah, the reason is Nova, which we'll get to. And, of course, to Panzer Dragon. That goes with our Instant Fusion. It's a good level 5, has good defense, and it's a machine. So it's just great fodder for the Instant Fusion. And you really only need 2 of them. The reason I run 3 of Instant Fusions is just to get it quicker. So either way, yeah. Then 1 of Constellar Pleiades, because we're moving on to our Xyz monsters. Just a great all-around Xyz monster. You have access to this, of course, being, that you have your light monsters to bring it out. And returning cards to the hand. Yeah, that can actually help you out quite a bit. So that's a good Xyz, in my opinion, to go for. And then, of course, the one you guys are waiting on, the one you know is going to be in this, have 2 of Cyber Dragon Nova, as well as 2 of Cyber Dragon Infinity. So yeah, Infinity is like the main one you bring out. That is the main card from the extra deck. You can bring it out turn 1 so easy. With Galaxy Soldier, with the different Cyber Dragons you have, everything. Machine Duplication and Core, gives you 2 Cyber Dragons, which then you go for Nova, and then you rank up into Infinity, is basically how it works. So being able to do that so easily is amazing. Infinity is still one of the best Xyz monsters out there, if not the best in my opinion, and it's such a pain to get around too. So, like I said, that is your go-to monster from the extra deck. And of course, too, like I said, Nova can help you go for Cyber Twin Dragon if you want to as well. But you're going for Infinity, and you're just gonna, just take your opponent's monsters, use them as materials, and keep them from doing anything. And that's pretty much how it goes. And yep, there you go. That is my Cyber Dragon deck profile. So of course, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys think on it too, because it's one that I've been having a ton of fun using lately. And also, too, in case people are wondering, the reason I don't run Power Bond is because, well, I feel like I'll probably use it when we get the new support, because then we actually have a searcher for Power Bonds, and I feel like it makes more sense then. But for now, like I said, you're going for Infinity, you're going for Seeger, which is your new Link monster, and of course, you're going for the Chimeratechs. So you're pretty much fine without using, of course, something like Power Bond for now. Like I said, maybe when that searcher and all that new support, we're getting another fusion and stuff too, and Legendary Duelist, I'll probably have a different version of that to go along too. But yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you want to see more deck profiles in the future, as well as subscribe so you don't miss out. Of course, I open up anything new that comes out for the game. I also plan to do more deck profiles, and especially when we get that next ban list, which I don't think that's going to change anything with this deck, but if it does, by the way, I'll do a quick update if that happens, but I'm kind of waiting for that, and then I have a lot of stuff planned. We still have Noble Knights, Danger. I haven't forgotten anything. I'm working on so many different deck profiles for you guys, and like I said, I'm going to do updates when we get Legendary Duelist for Cyber Dragon. I'm looking forward to Galaxies and all kinds of stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss out. Ring that bell so you are for sure not going to miss out, and of course I will. Catch you guys later. See ya.